When we talk about the land of Israel, two names that often appear in history are Judea and Samaria. These regions have a long history in the Bible, from the time of the patriarchs to the time of Jesus. But was this land truly owned by the nation of Israel from the beginning? Let's explore its history in the Bible. When Abraham entered Canaan, he settled in Hebron, Genesis 13:18, which later became part of Judea. Abraham's grandson Jacob purchased a piece of land near Shechem, Genesis 33:18 through 19, a region later known as Samaria. Even the story of Joseph being sold into Egypt took place in Dothan, Genesis 37:17, also in Samaria. This indicates that from the beginning, the descendants of Abraham had settled in these lands. After the Israelites left Egypt under Joshua's leadership, they conquered Canaan. Joshua then divided the land, giving Judea to the tribe of Judah, Joshua 15:1-12, which included important cities such as Hebron, Bethlehem, Debir, and En-Gedi. Samaria was divided among several tribes. The tribe of Ephraim with cities such as Shechem, Shiloh, and Bethel, Joshua 16:1-10. The tribe of Manasseh received the western part, including Tirzah, Dothan, and Megiddo, Joshua 17:1-13. And the tribe of Benjamin received Bethel and Gibeon, Joshua 18:11-28. Shechem even became an early center of worship, where Joshua renewed the covenant with God, Joshua 24:1-25. At that time, Jerusalem was still inhabited by the Jebusites. It was only during the time of David that the city was conquered and became Israel's capital, 2 Samuel 5:6-10. During the reigns of David and Solomon, Judea and Samaria were united. Solomon built the first temple in Jerusalem, making it the spiritual center of Israel. However, after Solomon's death, the kingdom split in two. The kingdom of Judah, Judea, ruled by Rehoboam, with Jerusalem as its capital. The kingdom of Israel, including Samaria, ruled by Jeroboam, who built rival places of worship in Bethel and Dan, 1 Kings 12:25-33. During the reign of King Omri, the city of Samaria was built and became the capital of the northern kingdom, 1 Kings 16:24. In 722 BCE, Samaria was destroyed by Assyria, and its inhabitants were mixed with foreign nations, giving rise to the Samaritans. 2 Kings 17:24-41. In 586 BCE, Jerusalem and the First Temple were destroyed by Babylon, and the people of Judah were exiled to Babylon, 2 Kings 24:14. When Persia conquered Babylon, King Cyrus the Great allowed the Jews to return and rebuild the Second Temple in Jerusalem, Ezra 1:1-4. However, the Samaritans opposed this reconstruction, leading to growing conflicts between Jews and Samaritans, Ezra 4:1-3. The Samaritans eventually built the Gerizim Temple as a rival to the temple in Jerusalem. After this period, Persia, Judea, and Samaria fell under Greek rule when Alexander the Great conquered the region in 333 BCE. After his death, the land became contested between the Ptolemaic kingdom in Egypt and the Seleucid Empire in Syria. In 1980 BCE, the Seleucids took control of the land and tried to impose Greek culture on the Hebrews. The peak of this conflict occurred when King Antiochus IV Epiphanes banned Jewish worship and desecrated the temple. This triggered the Maccabean revolt. In 164 BCE, Judas Maccabeus recaptured Jerusalem and rededicated the temple, an event now celebrated as Hanukkah. For over 100 years, the Hasmonean dynasty ruled independently until the Romans conquered Judea in 63 BCE. The Romans later appointed Herod the Great as king of Judea in 37 BCE. Herod rebuilt the Jerusalem temple into a magnificent structure. However, after Herod's death, his territory was divided among his three sons. 1. Herod Archelaus, who ruled over Judea and Samaria. Due to his cruelty, he was removed by Emperor Augustus in 6 CE. 2. Herod Antipas, who ruled over Galilee and Perea, known in the story of John the Baptist. 3rd Herod Philip II, who ruled in the north but was less influential. Because Archelaus was removed, Judea and Samaria became a direct Roman province under the governor Pontius Pilate, who later judged Jesus, Matthew 27:11-26. Jesus himself passed through Samaria several times on his way from Judea to Galilee, and spoke with Samaritans, such as the woman at Jacob's well. John 4:4-26. Conclusion. History shows that Judea and Samaria have always been part of the life of the nation of Israel, from the time of the patriarchs to the time of Jesus. Thus, Judea and Samaria are not just names in history, but lands that have been inherited and inhabited by the nation of Israel for thousands of years. That is the history of Judea and Samaria in the long journey of the nation of Israel. If you found this history interesting, don't forget to like and share.